Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Knowledge Vet content, and today we are taking a look at Jean Grey versus Captain Marvel Tier 4. Now, you might be thinking why we are doing this so much of a mismatch comparison right now, because Jean is a villain, she's a hero, but she actually shares the same universal female restriction with Jean Grey, where Alliance Battle Legend comes into play. So, she does have some comparison to do. And this is, by the way, the worst season for Jean Grey because she does not have fracture, while Captain Marvel actually has fracture on the third and fourth skill. So multiple fracture skills, multiple fractures. She has multiple fractures. So yeah, so let's just see how much Jean can do, and then we will obviously compare that to Captain Marvel. Captain. Anyways, so we do know that Jean Grey is one of the most OPest characters in the whole game, and they keep pushing it. Netmarble, they just love Jean so much. So I'm gonna show you the build. This is gonna be a total max build out comparison, just like I think I've never done a Jean Alliance Battle Legend video properly before, so I might just do that later on. She's just insane, and other seasons she's also even stronger. So Jean Grey also looks like this. The whole build is exactly the same. The only difference is the artifact. Okay, so we do have 4-star artifact for Captain Marvel, while we actually have a 6-star artifact for Jean Grey and plus 15. That is the only difference. Uh, and like between the two characters. But if there is more than a million difference in the scores, the artifact is not gonna make up for that. So let me show you the cards. This is how it looks like, and let me show you the swords. This is how they look like. So we do know that we did compare Captain Marvel to Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider obviously topped her off. Obviously she can get closer to Ghost Rider, but I think Ghost Rider might still have an edge over Captain Marvel, although she is useful. But anyways, about Jean Grey, she is basically everywhere in the game. So I'm gonna start off with the Captain Marvel run first, and then I'll move on to the Jean Grey. Okay, and this was I think my first or second run, I would say, with Captain Marvel. Her playstyle is slightly weird when it comes to Alliance Battle Legend, because Surtur dashes so much and she doesn't have so much AoV, or I should say she doesn't have that much mobility while she's doing the skills, normally. So Alliance Battle Legend is really sort of like a nightmare, honestly. I was not expecting it to be this kind of weird to play. I would say it's okay, like everything works fine, but as soon as he does this, like he dashes, you have to instantly stop using skills, follow him with your V pad, and then use the skill. This is, I think, why you might not feel the best while playing Captain Marvel in Alliance Battle Legend, while someone like Jean Grey, which actually has the VPAT skill, although the second skill is still not that insane, but the VPAT skill definitely helps out a lot. Apart from that, you can collect it with the second skill. Although I think second skill for Jean Grey is also the most annoying skill. Although even after all that, Jean Grey is just too strong. So I hope just that if Captain Marvel does get like a respectable score, I would love that. I think somebody actually asked me, one of my friends actually asked me about if Captain Marvel is better than tier 4 CTP of Greed Jean Grey, because a lot of Alliance tournament players actually are using Jean Grey tier 4 for this day and a lot of other days, because she's the best. So can Captain Marvel actually outscore their Greed, Mighty Greed, or maybe Brilliant Greed PvP Jean Greys? Now, Greed is sort of like a hybrid CTP, but its mostly used is actually PvP. PvE wise, even I think a Obelisk might be better than Greed sometimes. But when you compare that thing, I think the end score should tell you enough. This is gonna be obviously the rage score for Captain Marvel, but I've seen people doing really nice scores with the Greed actually. Alliance Battle Legend, actually it sucks. ABX Greed is still actually very useful. I've seen people scoring, I think, about 15 or 16 million with Jean Grey with CTP of Greed. So being a brilliant, obviously, but Greed is that just shows you how OP this girl actually is. So now you will see I don't have any other crazy skills. I'm just have to hold a skill or whatever. So kind of doesn't feel really right. And you will see the rotation is barely doing anything. So we're at 10.9. We do a rotation and we get to about like a million increase, but that was the tier 3 rotation. So a million increase with the tier 3 rotation, and then the damage sort of kind of falls off, ending about 12.4. With a batter, I do think I can touch maybe 13, close to maybe 12.8 to 13 million, definitely possible on a better run. Now, Jean Grey on her worst season. We will be cancelling to Captain Marvel to cancel because she has fracture. Jean does not have fracture. And Ghost Rider, I would say Striker and Satana leadership is actually the best team up for this season for Jean Grey. So we will see how that looks like. We will do one extra rotation and then we will switch on to Captain Marvel and cancel that. So you can use older uniforms as well for Captain Marvel. It's not gonna make a big difference. All of the uniforms have fracture on their skills, so you can just use them. Specifically, I think you can use the last Avenger uniform, the previous uniform actually, if you have that. If you don't have this one, obviously. So if you do that, you don't need the, I believe, the frenzy buff to apply the fracture or something like that. So anyways, I do feel that the end game uniform or this one is much easier compared to that one. So this one, this run was not really good. I needed to collect it right now. I needed that, but I had to go and then collect it. So this run can be improved by a long shot. Okay, this was really bad light. I was supposed to collect it with the second skill. That is like the best case scenario, or the normal skills if possible. If you have to run around to get it, that's a big of an issue. Anyways, so we still are able to get about 8 million after the light phase, although the phase was delayed. So if the phase was not delayed a rotation, maybe 7.6, 7.7 would have been the score, which is actually a bad score. So this run can definitely be improved. Anyways, I've seen a lot of good Jean players. I actually never was good with Jean. I recently have learned to play her, and honestly, I'm enjoying now. I have finally got the hang of Jean. ABX is still kind of an issue because of the second skill drifting off all the time. But ABL, I would say, is much more calm thing because I don't know why. Obviously, ABL arena feels smaller than compared to the ABX arena, and it's more dark, so I would say I can just see better, I feel better, and the fire looks better actually. So anyways, this actually, now what's gonna happen is that it's gonna land on my face. Okay, this is also not bad. Like if you get the drop, the last phase ball drop on your head, it's all right, but if you can delay it, it's even better. So you will see, just like the Luna Snow videos that I showed you, the late delay, the late light phase actually helps you a lot. We just went past the Captain Marvel score pretty easily. We still have 7 seconds to go, and we will be, well, actually not Captain Marvel score. We already got it down 12.4. I thought it was 12, 13.4. 14 million on, I would say, a mediocre run with Jean Grey on her worst season. Other seasons, Jean Grey scores over 15 million with a maxed out brilliant build. So I don't know, they just made her so OP. I don't know why they did this. No character has any chance in her like restriction that can actually beat her. She's just like everywhere. Like, see, seriously, a PvE build Jean is still useful in PvP, while this girl obviously now is only for Alliance Battle Extreme. Like, I only think that there is only one character that can beat Jean Grey and surpass her, and that is gonna be her own category, move around, Super Giant Tier 4. I'm eagerly waiting. I will be super hyped for this thing. I've like Super Giant has been one of my favorite characters for a long time, and she definitely needs a tier 4. Will be really OP, and I think she's gonna be the one to replace Jean Grey from all the other meta days. So I'm really hoping for that to happen. Although Captain Marvel with this video and with this thing stays Alliance Battle Extreme only. She is only for the female day. Yes, if you do not have Ghost Rider tier 4, you can consider her for the female as well as the normal universal hero day, but she is limited to Alliance Battle Extreme and she does not have much use for Alliance Battle Legend. So let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the comparison. Also, if you did enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also, a dislike if you don't, but just do it. And also subscribe the channel if you already are not subscribed. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.